Hey guys, so today I want to talk about alcohol and booze and how to manage that on keto. I know it can be really confusing. Some people need to be totally alcohol free. Some people who come to keto having to give up so much stuff or feeling like they have to be deprived and give so much stuff up really want to know what the deal is with alcohol, because if it's a really big part of their life, they want to see if it's manageable. So of course, like in all my videos, the answer is always going to be yes and no. Totally depends on what you're doing with keto. So I'm going to tell you guys what I do because of my goals. So there isn't as simple as alcohol good on keto. Yes or no. It really depends on what you're dealing with. So let's just say, let's start from a non-weight loss function. You're looking at maybe athletic performance, maybe you're looking at all those kinds of things, then alcohol on keto is going to be pretty easy for you. Just stick to the carbs. So clear liquors like your whiskey, your gin, your vodka. Beer is generally pretty unfriendly unless you can find the really low calorie beers, which aren't even that great. So like your Michelob Ultra or whatever might have a carb or two, but really wine is a really great option. Just pick the drier varieties. I actually use a company called Dry Farms wine, and I'll put a link below for you. And I get 6 awesome bottles of wine every other month. I choose red because it's my preference, and they are natural wines, which means they actually have 0 carb per serving. Most wines out there do have carbs because they are messed with in the process of being made. Sometimes the sugar is added to make the wine sweeter or whatever, and that's kind of like off your shelf. But I really like a good red wine. I like a variety of them, and so 6 bottles for me every other month is perfect. I can bring them to social functions, so I can make sure that I'm gonna have a good time by bringing my own wine, first of all. And you're not committed to drinking any certain amount. So like I like when I bring wine to a party or something, because I just do like a half a glass of wine. This isn't even a full glass, and really a half a glass is fine for me. I like it with food. I don't drink a whole ton. I think that I'm more alcohol sensitive when I am doing keto, because I'm just so much cleaner otherwise. So for cognitive function, or any kind of other staying in ketosis, just stick by the carbs. Now, if you're trying to lose weight, alcohol can be a problem on keto or any other diet, because what happens is your body recognizes that alcohol is a poison, so it goes to the liver first, and the liver works really hard to break it down. And what the liver is supposed to be doing, especially while we're sleeping, is getting rid of excess fat in your body. So like that's our fat burning time, is when we're sleeping. And it's the liver's job to assist in that process. So if we're drinking alcohol, we're basically telling our liver to stop the fat burning process and digest the alcohol instead. So therefore it's a little bit tricky. So if your goal is to lose weight, definitely ease up off the alcohol. And if you're going to do it at all, just do it in small amounts. Be really mindful about it. Ask yourself when you really need alcohol, if it's going to be an enjoyable process, if it's going to be like a form of self-care, and stick to the low carb options. Okay, so if I go out, which is very rare, but if I go out and it's like a big event or something, I'll do gin and soda a lot. That's carb free, and usually like 2 of those would be like a big night out for me. Any more than that, I'm asking for a hangover the next day, because I'm very alcohol sensitive, and alcohol really disturbs my sleep. So I really love sleep. It's like my #1 boo. So I really don't like to mess with my sleep either. So if sleep's a priority for me and weight loss is a priority, I have a really low kind of like alcohol consumption lifestyle. But these are the wines that I prefer. I get really great wines from Dry Farms Wine, super good. Everybody always compliments me on how good the wine is, and it's keto and low carb. So just make sure that you know what your goals are with keto and plan accordingly. If whatever app you're using, you'll be able to punch it right in and see what that alcohol content is. Just be really mindful of your wine varieties, and obviously stay away from sugary fillers. Like if you're getting a Cosmopolitan, it's not the alcohol that's giving you the carb, it's all of the mixers, right? It's a cranberry juice out of the gun, which is just straight sugar. All the mixers are usually full of sugar. So if you find things like non-sugar or carb-free mixers, you can have a variety of options and make yourself a really great drink. I love using essential oils in my cocktails. Sometimes, like if I want a gin and soda, sometimes I'll put a drop of lime essential oil in there. That way I'm not putting so much wedges of lime, because that contains sugar as well. So those are my tips on alcohol and booze. Ask any questions below in the Holistically Keto Facebook group, or if you're catching us on Instagram, we're at Holistically Keto on Instagram and Instagram TV. Have a great day, guys. Bye.